ladies and gentlemen, Georgia gets the win 20-10 over Auburn. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm exhausted. We were up at this time last night watching the Mariners game. And then had to wake up early. So very, very exhausted. But what a win for the Georgia Bulldogs tonight. And let's start with the obvious. Georgia's got a lot to clean up. Georgia, the game summary is just quite simple. Auburn came out, it was 10-0, and Auburn looked to be winning the game. And then all of a sudden, Auburn fumbles at the goal line, and Georgia grabs it, picks it up, runs it all the way back for a touchdown. It doesn't get called as a touchdown, but down at the 1. And then Auburn had 2 or 3 or 4 penalties on that other drive that let Georgia get all the way to the 1-yard line to get a field goal. Georgia kicks the field goal. You go from being down 17-0 to 10-3. And that was crucial. It's clear that he fumbled the ball. And all these Auburn people crying about the goal line. He fumbled the football. The ball was not across the goal line. And Georgia got screwed because they should have called it a touchdown for Georgia because the whistle never blew. Georgia grabbed the ball and ran it all the way back for a touchdown. I never heard a whistle blow, and there's people who said the whistle didn't blow. So, it should have been a touchdown, a 108-yard touchdown for Georgia. At that point, it would have been 7-10. And then who knows what happens in that game if that happens. But that's the play everybody's going to look at. But you know what, Auburn fan? Maybe have more than, 20-something yards in the second half. I mean, Auburn played abysmal in the second half. They call a BS foul, a BS penalty on Cash Jones. Woodring missed the field goal. He made one earlier from 53 or something like that. And then after Woodring misses the field goal, it's 13-10. You're like, oh, well, you know. And then Auburn's offense just stalled out the entire second half. I don't feel bad for Auburn. Now, I feel bad for Auburn fans. I don't feel bad for the team, Auburn, because you literally had a game. You had this game gift wrapped to you. Georgia played horrible and still managed to win. And then Gunnar Stockton with the Superman diving into the end zone. Looked like Cam Newton now. He looked like Cam Newton with the game-winning touchdown. And Georgia wins it 20-10. Auburn did not score in the second half. Georgia's defense once again hunkers down in the second half of the game and holds a team scoreless. Just an impressive victory. Georgia's got to find a way to get these slow starts under control because you cannot do this next week against against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is number 4. They beat Washington State today, and there's a great chance they might be more higher ranked by the time they play Georgia. So I mean, Georgia's got a lot of work to do, but any win versus Auburn at Auburn is just wonderful. And Georgia Southern lost Thursday night, 35-38 to Southern Miss. Georgia State lost at one point today to Appalachian State. Mercer beat Princeton. Georgia Tech beat Virginia Tech, 30 to... I don't know what the score was, but Georgia Tech rolled Virginia Tech. Georgia Tech undefeated. That's okay. They'll be undefeated till they play Georgia. Man, just a great win for Georgia tonight. That was the scores around the rest of the state. Mercer did win too. They beat Princeton. Just a great win for the Georgia Bulldogs tonight. I mean, incredible. Incredible. Anytime you beat Auburn in Auburn, it's just wonderful. So, we're going to end it right here. Georgia wins it 20-10. We'll have a more in-depth recap later in the week. It definitely won't be tomorrow. I want to rest. So, we'll have it out some point. Georgia wins it 20-10. over Auburn. Go Dogs.
Alone setback. Gunner under center. He fakes it and rolls to the right. He's bootlegging. He's running to the end zone. 10, 5, corner, pylon, touchdown, I think. Yeah! He got there to the corner. Dawgs may have just sealed it at 19-10 with 1:53 to go. Incredible. He dove over the pylon at the last second, but he was going to get in there any way, shape, or form that he could.
What a play call from Mike Bobo. The tendency all season long in short yardage situation when number 2 is in the backfield is to give it to Josh McCray on an A-gap run. We gave them that look. Gunner pulls it, bootlegs for the touchdown. What a play call.